What up, guys? I am back, and this time we're talking about drill sergeants coming back to AIT, so don't go nowhere.
Your information, a position of attention, you don't move! Do you understand? Yes, drill sergeant! Off the ground! Sergeant! Get your knees off the ground! Yes, down, get him up, put him down! Keep going, keep going! Yes, drill sergeant! Let's go, Brandon, let's go! Wrap your arms deeper, take a... That's the door. Go.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to my channel. If you are new, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Half-Art-Based Productions. My channel is all over the place. Army, Scouts, hiking, tutorials, everything. There's all kinds of videos on my channel. Take a look at them. But anyway, I know it's been a while since I posted a video, anything related to the Army or drill sergeant duty, stuff like that. And something has been coming up, and it's been in the comments. Hey, can you talk about drill sergeants coming back to AIT? Like, what is going on? What's happening? What does that mean? What's going to change? How many feet instead of feet? Who said this? What's, let's talk about it. And so, drill sergeants coming back to AIT. First off, drill sergeants in AIT environment, that is nothing new. Nothing new at all. When I came in the Army in 2001, I wasn't a 31 Bravo then. 2001, I came in as a quartermaster soldier, right? Supporting victory. Now, with that being said, my basic combat training was at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. When I graduated BCT, all the soldiers that were going to Fort Lee, we were in a parking lot one night, got on the bus, and we all head to Fort Lee. When we got to Fort Lee, we got off the bus, and guess who's there? Drill sergeants, right? So it's nothing really new, but now that they're coming back, like, what happened? What changed? So in 2008. We had one war going on. It was on two different fronts. The war on terrorism. We were fighting the war in Afghanistan, Iraq, and 2008 they started kind of getting away from drill sergeants in AIT and putting in AIT platoon sergeants. AIT platoon sergeants, right? That's what we got right now, and that's what they're phasing out. The AIT platoon sergeant duty. That actual school is also with the Dril Sergeant Academy at Fort Jackson, right? They share the same building. But now that they're kind of being phased out and they're just focusing more on drill sergeants everywhere, it changes the environment. Now, what does that mean? What's going to happen at the Dril Sergeant Academy? Are they doing anything different? So, first off, if you are considering the drill sergeant duty, now is the prime time to go, because they need drill sergeants, and they need a lot of them. But I do want to say the Dril Sergeant Academy in 1 year will have about, I want to say 18 classes. About 18 classes. Now that Big Army has said that we need more in the AIT environment, they bumped it up to about, I want to say about 24. So they're pushing out about 24 classes, or they have scheduled 24 classes for the next fiscal year. And they've also done things like they've put more students in the actual classes. Instead of 100 students, now they got 130. They've put more in different platoons. They just increased numbers all around. They are not, and I say again, they are not going to make another Dril Sergeant Academy. That's not being talked about. They're not going to do that. A long time ago, there were other Dril Sergeant Academies at Leonard Wood and Seal, but they don't have them there no more. Everybody just goes to one school, one academy at Fort Jackson. So that is what the academy is doing to combat this whole need for more drills. And also, because they need more and they're trying to push out more, that doesn't mean that they're making the training more easier or they're condensing more stuff or cutting days or making graduation or making the class shorter itself. They're not doing that, right? They are not doing that. They're still everything's still the same. Whether for all they have changed some stuff and evaluations, and I think pitching modules as well, right? But and I know that that's probably one of the things that people are thinking about. Hey, if they're trying to push them out there, maybe now's a good time to go because they're making it easy. No, they're not. Drill Sergeant Academy is not easy. Well, anyway, that's a different video. I'm not gonna get into that. But so, what are the drill sergeants going to do in the AIT environment? And that depends. That depends if that drill sergeant is MOS qualified within the AIT. So, in other words, let me explain it. If the AIT is, let's say, 31 Echo Corrections, and the drill sergeants in the company are also 31 Echo, then they're probably going to help out with instructing. They're probably going to help out with evaluations, retraining, testing, because they're qualified in that MOS. They're qualified in that job. There's a big misconception that the drill sergeant is its own MOS. I don't know. Some people think that like that's it. That's its own MOS. That's not true. That's just the drill sergeant is just a special duty. But if they are qualified, they will help out. Now, if they're not qualified, in other words, if the AIT is 31 Echo Corrections, and you got drill sergeants that are fuelers, aviation, infantry, tankers, then they're not MOS qualified. They're not going to help out in grading, testing. They can't do it. Now, so what else are they going to be doing in the AIT environment? They're going to be in the barracks, right? They're going to have their own CQ, their own drill sergeant offices. They're going to be in the building with you as you're being housed in the barracks. They're going to have formations. They're going to take you to chow. They're going to take you to school. And depending on where you're at, I don't know if if you as a soldier on the weekends get passes and stuff like that, and they're gonna work that however they want to work it. But I just don't know about weekend stuff for the soldiers. But I do know that's what they're gonna do. All right, guys, let's go to an article right quick, and the article is gonna explain something that I wanna point out. So this is an article from the Army Times. And you can see the Army wants to put out drill sergeants back in AIT 2019. All right, so let's read this part right here. Drill sergeants cut an intimidating figure at basic training, and the job comes with perks like a badge, special pay, and distinctive campaign hat. And also locked up.
Sergeant! No drill 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 sergeant!
All right, we continue along. But for the platoon sergeants at advanced individual training, there's none of that. And it has resulted in both disillusionment for AIT staff and the lack of discipline among trainees. All right. That is the why. Why are drill sergeants going back to the AIT environment? Why? And the answer is right here. A lack of discipline among trainees, according to Army officials, right? And I'm pretty sure that this is they're listening to a lot of the NCOs from the conventional regular Army. Hey, we're getting these soldiers fresh out of AIT and they lack discipline. We shouldn't be talking to them about coming to work on time. Stuff like shaving or whatever it is, minor infractions basically. And I can really see that this is bridging the gap. This is bridging the gap in between bringing the drill sergeants back to the AIT. Right, this is what we got to do. So we go back down into the article. When is this going to happen? And it's the fiscal year. So fiscal year 19 FY19, and it looks like by October. By October, hopes to have all drill sergeants leading AIT platoons. All right. A lot of good information, and one thing I want to break down even more. So, you got drill sergeants in the AIT environment. If they are MOS qualified, they will help out with instructing, but they're still going to be instructors. So, if you're 92 Romeo parachute rigger, you're going to have your own instructors that are NCOs. You know, if you're a medic, you have some of your civilian instructors or whatever, but they're just going to be drill sergeants. There's going to be drill sergeants present there, in that mix. So I don't want it to seem like since the drill sergeants are going back to AIT, they're just taking over everything. Like, no, they're still gonna be your own instructors there for whatever MOS you got. I hope that makes sense. But we covered a lot in the video. If you like the video, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. Any comments, questions, put them down below. You know what to do. And I think that's pretty much that's it. It's short, sweet, and simple. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Yes!